Hey guys, welcome back to Troobs. Today I'm doing an unboxing and quick first look at these two new shoes that I've got in. These are from new startup brand Q4. So let's take a look. Now for those of you who don't know, Q4 is a new shoe company coming out of the US. The company itself is new, but the designers working for the company have done heaps of work for the big brands like Nike and Adidas, as far as I understand. Wear Testers, best shoe review site on the internet, they did quite an in-depth look at the Q4 lineup and they've done reviews of the different shoes, so go over to weartesters.com to check them out. Today I'm just going to give you my impressions on the shoes because it's always cool checking out new brands, new products. So let's go ahead. They're pretty nice. As far as I understand, this is the Q4 Millennium High. These boxes, because I got these from basically an outlet for a really ridiculous price. I think I paid about $40 for these, $45. These are not the original boxes, they've ran out of those. I think these were sitting on a shelf somewhere. I'm pretty sure these are the Millennium High based on what I've seen online. Build quality looks fantastic. You've got really nice cushioning here. This is what they call their compress foam. Feels really soft in hand. I haven't tried these on because they're not my size. These are a US 12. They're actually going to my boy Hanish. Shout out to Hanish. What do you think of the shoes?
Yeah,
Pretty great? Yeah? Alright, cool. But just looking at the shoe itself, you've got nice metal tipped aglets. Always a sweet touch, I love those. You've got what looks like a mesh material. I'm not sure how breathable it is, but it should allow some ventilation. Synthetic leather here in some of these high wear areas, along with some fuse there for toe drags. Traction pattern looks like something out of the 90s or early 2000s. So none of that fancy stuff. I think they're just going for what works, and this looks like it'll work really well. Looks like there might be a carbon fiber torsional plate in there, but I'm not sure. And they've got all these nice little details. You got the big Q4 branding there, which is cool. Sort of a pebbly pattern along the side. But what I'm really digging is right on the heel, there's a fingerprint. Now I don't know whose fingerprint that is exactly, but I'm hoping that it's the fingerprint of the guy who designed the shoes, because that would be awesome. Inside, you've got some nice heel sculpting, which will keep your ankle and heel locked down, so it's nice. And a really thick tongue, which I love, because that prevents any lace pressure from when you knot your shoes up really nice and tight. So the Q4 Millennium. Seems good. Now, on to the next pair. This is the Q4 Specialist. So this shoe is probably what you might call their budget model. Even though Langston Galloway, player for the Detroit Pistons, professional NBA basketball player, he does wear these. Again, haven't tried these on. They look really nice. It's a little bit reminiscent, for those of you who might be familiar, with the Hyperfuse lows of the early 2010s. They had a similar design aesthetic, fuse with mesh mixed up so you get nice ventilation. I think these are billed more at outdoor players from what I remember reading, but I could be wrong. This has ultra vent technology, so ventilation is obviously more of a focus of this shoe compared to the Millennium High. These areas here, I can feel already, that goes straight into the inside of the shoe. So moisture, heat should be able to get a little bit of an escape. Tongue looks nice and high. Doesn't have that thick padding that the Millennium High did, but it does have some, which is good for lace pressure. It's a low cut shoe, but I think you have the option of tying it somewhat like a mid with that there, but really it's a low top. You can see that the build quality isn't quite the same as the Millennium High. You just have plastic wrapped aglets here, not the metal tips that we saw. And the Millennium High uses their compress foam, whereas this uses compress light. So it's probably a slightly more basic version, but it looks nice. Traction pattern is the same as on the Millennium. So I'm sure you can't go wrong there. Got a bit of an outrigger along the toe, or along the edge of the foot I should say, which is good for stability. Nice flat sole more or less. Should be covered for traction from toe to heel, no problem. So I'm hoping I'll be able to play in these myself. These look like a sick pair. So that's it for this video guys. That's just a quick first look, unboxing of these two models from Q4. They're hard to track down on the sites that I use, so I'm not sure if I'll have any more of these in the future, but if I do, you know I'll be here showing you guys too. Thanks for all your support everyone, keep watching, commenting, hit the like button down below, tell me what you think about these shoes in the comment section, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one.